My name is That Quiet Kid, and today we are going to do a room called Simple CTF on Tryhackme. And first of all, you have to start this machine and connect to the VPN of Tryhackme. You can download your VPN from here, going to the access and just download your configuration file. From here, you can change the server. From here, it's in regular one. I think, and download your configuration file. I have already downloaded this VPN file and I will connect to the Tryhackme VPN now. The command for that is open VPN and your file name. If you see initialization sequence completed, it means that you are connected to the Tryhackme VPN. This is your IP now, turn 0, and your IP is 10.8.130.2. I have started this machine. It will show me the IP address in just a few seconds now. Okay, so I know the IP of this machine, and first thing I will do is run an nmap scan, that is network napper. It helps us to know about the ports that are open on this machine. Nmap -a, it is for aggressive scan. It means it will do all the version detections and the OS version detection as well and everything. It's kind of an aggressive scan. It is loud. It is a bit loud, but when you are doing a CTF, it is quite, it doesn't matter when you're doing a CTF. You don't have to do this aggressive scan on a real pen test, but when you are doing CTFs you can do the aggressive scan. -T4 is to specify the speed and the IP. Okay. Okay, my nmap scan is moving right now, so let's check if there's a website running on port 80. There is website running on port 80. It's Apache. Web server is Apache 2.4.18, so we know it's a Linux machine. We can also know that it is a Linux machine by running a ping command, ping, and pasting the IP here and then pressing enter. If you see this TTL equals to 63, it means that it's a Linux machine, and if it is around 130 to 120, then it's a Windows machine. But if it is around 63, then it's a Linux machine. Let me see. TTL for Windows. I guess for Windows it's 120, between 120 to 130. I guess I'm not sure. Let's check. Okay. For Linux it was 64. Yes, I said it was around 63, and for Windows it is yes, or for Windows it's 128. So I told you it was around 120 to 130 for Windows. So that's how we know that it's a Linux machine. So let's see, we have our nmap has run, and we can see that uh, oh, there are 121 port, that is FTP is open, and it has anonymous login allowed. and port 80, you know, it is open, and there is a SSH port running on port 2222, and three ports are running. So let's answer the first question, which was how many services are running under port 1000. Two services are running. So we answered the first question. What is running on the higher port? On higher port, it was SSH was running on port this. So SSH was running. Okay. What's the CVE we are using against the applications? Let's enumerate it further. FTP. Let's connect to the FTP port. The command for that is FTP, and the IP is 10.10.251.237. Okay, anonymous login. Okay, let's see. FTP, it has a FTP directory. See, it has a pub directory, and it has formich.txt. Let's get this file. The command for that is mget star is if I want to get all the files. I will enter yes. Okay. I have downloaded this file, I guess. Let's exit from FTP and see what this file has. Damn it, man. You are the worst developer I have seen. You set the same pass for the system user. The password is so weak. I cracked it in second. Gosh, what a mess. Okay, so it's telling Mitch that your password is weak. He cracked the password in seconds. Okay, so let's run a gobuster here to check some subdirectories. Let's run gobuster for this. Gobuster minus u minus, I'll use medium direct wordlist for this. And I know it's a Linux machine, so the files the most Linux machines have are .php or .txt. So I will tell it to search for .php and .txt files, and I will tell it with threads 40 to run it with threads 40 so that it goes fast. Okay, three ports were open. Let's run a full nmap scan as well. Minus a minus t4 minus b minus 10.10.251. This the dash p dash represents scanning all the ports. It will take a long time, but it will do the full port scan, that is 65,535 ports. It will scan all those ports. It has found a robots.txt file. Let's visit this robots.txt. Mike, the user was, I guess, for Mitch. This file tells search engines not to index your server copyright by. It doesn't have anything interesting, to be very honest. Oh, it has a disallowed entry. Other than that, it's it has found a simple directory as well. Let's visit this. Because the robots.txt we didn't find anything useful. Okay, it's a content management system. Sim How CMS work. Okay, CMS made simple. Let's try to find directories here as well. First, minus u place minus. I will use the medium directory here as well, and the extension dot php or dot txt. Let's run with threads 40. Okay, do I have, okay, it has found a directory called admin. Let's visit this directory. Okay, login. Okay, let's try admin, and let's try admin for the password. Okay, username on password wrong. Let's try admin and the password. Let's try an sql injection here. I guess this is the payload. Yes, this is the payload. Let me write. Okay, install temp is found. Said what's the CVV you are using against the application? It has a CVV. So what's the version? CMS content management system. Okay. It has the uploads directory as well. Let's try Mitch. I guess Mitch was a user, and the password will be Mitch slash. Let's let's run it through Burp Suite. I will try all the SQL bypass through Burp Suite. Intercept is on. I am using Foxy proxy and Burp Suite. I will show you the settings for this. Burp Suite. This is the proxy I'm using for Burp Suite, that is 127.0.0.1 and on port 8080. Okay, let's try. Submit, the proxy is on. Okay, it has sent this request now to here. Sending it to repeater, and now trying SQL injection. What was that note again? Let me see that note again. You are the worst developer I have seen. You have set the same password for the system user. The password is so weak, I cracked it in seconds. With the full nmap scan also. We didn't find anything useful from the full nmap scan as well. Mm. Okay. Let's try Mitch slash or 1 equals to 1. What is the response? Username or password incorrect. So let's try space 1 equals to 1 now. Username or password incorrect. Let's try admin. I don't think it's vulnerable to this. Maybe it's not vulnerable. Let's visit this index.php. Maybe it's not vulnerable to sqli. Maybe. Okay, we know a version here, CMS 2.2.8. Let's search exploit this to find out if there is an exploit available. uh, CMS, it was 2.2.8. Okay, if CMS version is less than 2.2.10, then it has a SQL injection. Okay, so let's copy this exploit to our machine. Searchsploit minus, I guess minus M is for downloading, mirroring. Let's visit this exploit. It's a Python exploit. Specify an URL target. Example uses no exploit minus U target URI. Unauthenticated SQL injection on CMS mails. This is the CV. Let's see if this is the exploit which it mentioned. What's the CV you're using against this application? Yeah, we are right. It is vulnerable. And we are on the right path. GitHub. Let's see how to run this exploit. Python 46. No module name. I guess let's try Python 3. No, it doesn't run with Python 3. No module pip install. It's pip import termcolor. No, it's I guess pip install. It's not installing. Okay. As my password is contained only that's it has changed this Python 2 script to Python 3. What's the usage here? It's exploit.py minus wordlist minus crack. No cracking password. Exploit my.py. Okay. Switch mod. So let's make it executable first. Now let's try Python exploit.py and it was minus u is the flag. Python exploit.py minus u, and this is the URL. It was import error, no module needed. Okay, we have to create a virtual environment first. Let's create a virtual environment. Yes. Virtual environment. Virtual environment. Python 2, I guess. Okay, now it is set. Let's pip install termcolor. Okay, now it has installed. Now I think the exploit will work. Okay, it's Python 46 minus u. Okay, no module need requests. Sure. it is vulnerable to sqli, maybe. Okay, it has in hint it has specified you can use this checklist slash best 110 dot to crack the password, so we have to use the second one. Okay, okay. gedit 46.py, you have to use this second one, example user exploit.py. They've specified the word list as well, path to word list. I guess cd into checklist, path was checklist, passwords common credits, cd into passwords common credentials best 110.txt. Yes, slash best txt. Now we have to specify the URL. Okay. Should wash. Let's now let it run. Okay, so we have answered 4 questions till now. Let's ask what's the password, where can you log in with the details obtained. I guess there was a port SSH open on this machine in the nmap scan. So if we found the credentials, I guess we can log in through SSH to this machine. Okay, so it's taking a lot of time, so I will pause the video here and come back after it's done. As you can see that it has been running from I guess 5 to 6 minutes and it hasn't found anything. So maybe this login.php may not be the URL here, so let's try another one. We found 2 URLs, I guess it was robots.txt and slash symbol. So let's run this exploit here from simple and see if it works or not. Let's try. So let me explain what I did before when that error was, this no module named termcolor error was happening. So what I did was I started a virtual environment for Python here. For Python, I set up a virtual environment for Python, and you can just Google this and you will know what command to type, and it will set up a virtual environment for the specific version you want. As we all know that Python 2, I guess it has reached its end of life and it's not working now. Python 3 is only working, but there are many exploits that work with Python 2, so you have to set up a virtual environment for Python 2 and then you can pip install everything. I guess this was the command for it. Wait a second. Okay. I found it on Google and I pasted it here in a file so that whenever I need it, I just have to cat out this command. This was the command which I used. This right here. Okay, let's try this exploit again from here. Python exploit.py. Okay, let's set up the virtual environment first here as well. I've set up Python to virtual environment. Now let's run this exploit python exploit.py -u. I guess the URL was, let's remove this slash and minus, I guess, the word list. Okay, this gobuster is of no use now. It's gedit exploit.py. It was minus, it was dash dash crack minus word list and path. Okay, I guess the path was slash best 110.txt. So I'll pause it again and I will resume the video when this exploit is done. So as you can see there, we have found the username, the sort for the password is also found, the email is also found, and it is saying that you should try the password as secret. So actually the exploit took a really long time, maybe around 20 to 30 minutes. So now we know the password and we know the username. So let's try logging in through SSH. Let's first, what's the password? Yes, it's secret. So let's try SSH logging in. SSH username is Mitch at the rate 10.10.251.237, and by default if we press enter it will try to go and find port number 22, but as we know through the nmap scan that in this machine the SSH is running or a higher port, so we have to specify that. Okay, it's asking for a password. Let's see if we've logged it. Okay, password is secret. So, okay, so maybe it's lowercase Mitch. Yes, we are logged in. Okay, so let's see the, okay, let's spawn a TTY first. Let's spawn a interactive shell dot spawn slash bin slash bash. Okay, now it's better. So let's get out. Okay, no, I don't want to spoil this machine. So let's see if we can see the word count on this. Okay, it has 19 alphabets. So this is your user.txt. Okay, let's see this. Good job, keep it up. Okay, is there any other user in the home directory? What's its name? So let's see where we are. Pwd means print working directory. We are in home Mitch. Let's go back a directory. Okay, we have another user which is sunbath. Okay, so what can you leverage to spawn a privileged shell? So it's asking us how can we become root, or we can so the first thing that I run on a machine is sudo l to see if I can run anything, if the current user can run anything uh, as sudo means, which is root with a super user, without asking for, I guess, super user password. Sudo dash l. Okay, we can run a command that is user bin vim without the root password, the current user, that is Mitch. So I guess I will go to GTFO bins to find out if we can do something. Yes. I guess we can do something with this. Uh, so uh, uh, so now let's go to sudo. Okay, we can run sudo vim bin bash. Let's specify the whole path. Session. Okay, let's clear screen and we are root, so let's cd into root. Okay, let's see the print working directory. It's home. Go backward a directory, cd into root. Okay, cat. Oh, txt. So well done, you made it. So in this way we have rooted this box, and this was the answer to the last question. So what can you leverage to spawn a privilege? Vim found, and the root flag was okay. We have done this from now. So that's it for this video, and thank you for watching.